distance between us, they no getting off early. Cause baby,
Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Tech Ed Thursday. I'm excited that you have returned, and some of you are, if this is your first time, raise your hand. No first timers today? That's great. Well, Jane is new. I am Rakia Bacon. I am going to be your Zoom trainer. I have Rupesh. I don't know where he is on your screen, but wave to everybody, Rupesh.
Hello.
He's going to be our Canva trainer tonight. And David Klopfenstein is, I see his box, but I don't see him. But he is going to be our free toast host trainer tonight. And what we're going to try to do for the sake of time, I'd love to say hello to everybody so you guys can light up the chat. And if there's something that you want us to show you, whether it's in Canva or Zoom or free toast host tonight, please put it in the chat. As well as at the end of the survey, we've got a couple of things that we want to show you so that you can go back to your club or even just have for your own personal usage. We want to show you a few things tonight. And that way, if you have some questions, feel free to raise your hand, put them in the chat, and we will try to address those questions. So hello to Jane, hello Jan, hello Rick, hello Darwin, Joe, Jeanette, Jen, Dr. Fridge, and Jack. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
And thank you again for coming. I am recording. I love to see faces, but I understand you might be eating, you might not have your best hat on or some other reason, but please show your face if at all possible. And I am going to allow Mr. Rupesh to lead our Canvas session today. He's going to teach you something. And sometimes it helps if you know how to do this. You can open up Canva in your own little page and you can follow along or do along, however you want to word that, or you can just watch. But Rupesh, I'm going to give you until 7:25 to show us how to make something cool in Canva.
That's amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much, Rikia. Hello, everyone. Good evening. So today we'll be discussing something about Canva. And I see there are no newcomers, so probably I would be going ahead. So Dr. Fridge, you are the first time attender this meeting? Yes. Okay. So I'll be just giving a little overview of Canva, what it is, how to use, and then go ahead and show you how to make one of the flyer for your upcoming Toastmasters meeting, where you could be promoting a guest speaker or the speakers of the session. So let me share my screen. Yep. Is everyone able to see my screen?
Yes.
Perfect. So what I would do, just go ahead and search Canva. So Canva is basically a web-based tool where you can use it on your phone, on your laptops, on your iPads, wherever convenient it is, to create few content that you can share on social media or do some presentations or create some documents and everything. So using this tool, I'll be showing its inbuilt features on how to create one of the flyer, something like this today. Let me know if you're able to see this screen.
Yes.
Yes.
See the post. Okay. So this post that I'm going to show you today has a sample images of two speakers that are going to speak at XYZ club in Toastmasters, and on a different date at a specific time and the location. So this post, if you're able to create it, you can share it on social media of your pages, social media of your own, LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube, wherever you can, so that you can promote your club on the next upcoming speakers. To do this, we have few resources that are available from Toastmasters International, where it specifies the right color palette that we need to use, the right fonts that we need to use throughout the Toastmasters International. So first I would show you that page and give you the link in the chat. So this page is Toastmasters brand manual. I'll be sharing this link in the chat right now, so that if you want to come and get along, you can. Yep. It should be in your chat right now, the link. So that link contains all the instructions on how to use Toastmasters brand while promoting its content. If you scroll down in the link, you would see color palette on the top, on the left side of your screen. So this color palette has different values that you can copy and paste in different softwares so that it can replicate the exact color of Toastmasters branding. So today I'm going to create something like this with the background color and font, everything mentioned as per brand manual. So in order for us to do that, I'll start from the home page. So if you have signed up from the last meeting, you would be having one personal account that you have created, maybe using your email address or Gmail or something like that. So this is your home page. This is what Canva looks like the first time you log in. And here, if you can see my mouse pointer, we
Yes.
have a different options. Like, do you want to create post for Instagram, or do you want to create a document? Do you want to create a whiteboard or a presentation? So today I'm going to create a post for Instagram. So if you select Instagram, it will automatically give you the size which suits the Instagram screen on your phone. So you don't need to adjust the size of the post. So this is how it looks blank when we start. So the first thing that I would like to do is, generally, as per my taste, I would start with the background color. So on the left side of your screen, you see all the options that you can use to customize the post. So we can start with, if you scroll down, there's a background. There are a lot of backgrounds that you can use from, a lot of images, photos, and all the stuff. But I would like to go with color. And I would like to add a new color because Toastmasters color would not be there as default. So here you see we can enter different characters and numbers, which is a 6-digit number, which corresponds to the blacks and greens and yellows and different gradients of the colors. So that value you can find in the Toastmasters brand manual, where it says 772432. I would just copy that. I'd go back to the screen and I'll just paste it here. Sorry, I copied that. 772432. If I go here, 772432. So this is exactly the Toastmasters brand color. And I'm good with that. So now I want to create a sense of someone speaking in a seminar. So I want an image for that. You can either use the inbuilt AI in the Canva. So you can go to the elements tab. You can scroll down and you see AI image generator. In that, I want to generate an image of my own. So I'll click that. I would like to see a person holding a mic, just to make sure it aligns with my speech of Toastmasters and my purpose of this post. It would take some time to create. maybe hardly less than a minute. And you can see different options that it has generated. If I see here, I don't like the images because those are not professional. I want to change it to give it a professional mix. I would say a professional speaker. And click and hit the enter. We'll wait for 30 seconds or less. And we can see now it's more professional. I would like to use this image. And now it is covering our Toastmasters brand color. So I would reduce the transparency of it. I like to hit the transparency and reduce it. You can see the image and you also can see the brand color, and which is not distracting from the main purpose of what we want to create. So this is some kind of a background that you can create. I'll even share you some of the websites where you can get free images, copyright free images for anything that you want to search. I'm keeping this in the chat as well. So here, if I see a speech, I can give something like a speaker, professional speaker. So you can see how it generates different images, which you can download for free and use it in your backgrounds. So this is another option if you want to use. So let's go back to our design. And now I want to add an image of the person who is the guest speaker for the upcoming session. For that, I want to go to the elements and add a frame. So if you can go down in elements tab, you see something called frames. It's same as our picture frame. So you take a picture frame and adjust the picture that you have printed into that frame. So it does the same purpose. For this, I want to use something like a circular frame. So I am telling Canva to use this circular frame as the outline where I need to put my image. I have some images of person downloaded from the website I provided. So this is the sample image of some random person. This could be the speaker that is speaking at your club for the next meeting. And click and hold the picture and just drag it into the frame. You see that it automatically snaps into the frame if you keep holding it and dragging it into the frame and just leave it. Now you can adjust just to make sure you see only the face. It makes it more professional. So you just double click it and you can adjust it however you want and just click outside. So now I am ready with the person who's going to speak, and I want to add the text which says the speaker name, when is he going to speak, which club he is going to speak at, and what is the location. These are the details I want to mention on the flyer. For that, you see on your left side, we have text option. I want to go to the text, but I don't know which font I need to use as per Toastmasters. So I'll go back to the website where we have the brand manual. I'll go on the left, I see fonts. If you can see on the left, I see two options called fonts. So it says Gotham is one font and free alternative is Montserrat. Let's see if we can find Gotham in our Canva. I would like to add a text box. So it added a text box, and you see on the top, you have something like font. You just hit that, you get an option on the left to search for the fonts. If you search for the font Gotham, it's already there. So we are good with that. Just hit that and your font is completely Toastmasters brand manual, as per the brand manual. So I would say XYZ Club. And I can add Toastmasters International. I can format it to bold so that it would be more professional. So this is at the Toastmasters Club name. Now I want one more text box where I can include the speaker's name. So I would add a text box, enter the name of the speaker. Speaker number 1, let's call him. And then I would like to add the location. Let's say I'm not specific here, but you can be specific in your post. I would say Indianapolis. For our club, we are hybrid as well. So I want to include something else like Zoom link on request. So they don't have the details of the Zoom, but they know that it is happening on Zoom so that they can text me or ping me on whatever social media they are seeing so that I can send them personally the link. And the last thing that I want to add here is when the meeting is going to take place. So I would like to say tomorrow. So it's September 20th, 2024. Boom. And we are ready with one of the posts that you can post on Instagram. So now we are done with this post, but how can we download this post? We have designed and customized the post. If you see on the top right corner of your screen, Canva screen, there's a share option. If you hit the share option, it is going to display a lot of options. You need to just click on download. Once you click on download, here you have the flexibility of downloading it in different formats. You can download it in JPG, you can download it in PNG, and you can even download it in PDF and GIF formats. I would go with PNG, and I would suggest PNG because it is the highest quality among all the other picture images. And I would click download. So it's downloading, and now it's, let's suppose, downloaded. So if I now open this post, I should be able to see this. Are you able to see the final image that we have created? Yep. So this would be a simple post that you can create for a guest speaker that can be speaking in the next Toastmasters International. And we have done it within 10 minutes of time. So I think I have given you back 7 minutes of time, Rikia.
You
Thank
have.
you.
Great job. Are there any questions from our participants?
Go in and edit easily.
Sorry?
Are you able to go in and edit easily?
Yep. So you just hit whatever the text box you have created and just you can edit that part. You can even edit the images, you can edit the background. Every element of this is easily editable.
Sunny has a question.
Go ahead, Sunny.
Sure.
Okay, my question is, isn't there a way you can share a link to your file that you could allow us to use, and then we would just kind of customize it?
I think I should be able to, but I'm not sure. I'll just copy this link and paste it in the chat so that let me know if you guys can open and edit it.
I did do it along with you, and I was able to do most of what you said. So that was great to get that information. But I know I have done that as a PRM, create a couple of templates. And now it's my turn. I really have to start posting. So
Yeah.
this is very helpful.
Yep.
Thank you.
No problem.
Those of you who may not, the neat thing about Canva is it is saving as you add. So if there's anything that you type in that you need to correct, there's the undo that allows you to erase what you just did, but it's constantly saving to where you don't have to do that. And then you can save it and share it just like he did.
Yeah.
Are there any other questions for Rupesh? Joe, I see your mouth moving. Are you on mute on purpose?
I think he's trying to talk to us. Yeah.
How many of you feel that you could make your own image and put there you are, Joe, you're unmuted now. But we still can't hear you.
You can even type in your questions if you want to.
Can you type your question in the chat, Joe? We can't hear you. That's weird.
Some audio setting on his part.
Yeah.
Probably.
I did know the link that you sent, Rupesh, in the chat doesn't work because we don't have permission.
Got it. Yep, now I got the request to edit. So now, yeah, Dr. Fridge, you should be able to edit it. I think once I share the link, you will be requesting the permission of the owner who has created the post. And once they grant it, you will be able to edit it.
Oh, I see. Yeah, request access.
Yeah, so yeah, I see Dr. Fridge can edit. And once you think they have edited, and you can just change it to view so that they won't change your file. So now Dr. Fridge is able to edit lowercase s or something, I think. So we have two cursors. One, the blue
And
one is
then
for.
I could make a copy though, right? And once I make a copy, then it won't be a problem because then I won't be editing yours. So if I make a copy of this, it's much safer for me.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to do that. Okay.
Yeah.
On
You can just hit the post, select everything, Control A, and copy it on your own post in a different tab.
Okay. Copy.
And everything Rupesh did today is on the free version of Canva.
Yep.
So jump into it.
So now, as you can see, Dr. Fridge is
Yeah.
going through my post and
Yeah. I'm
he's
trying
able
to
to edit.
copy style. Copy style.
It's a good way to collaborate as well.
Yeah. Share. Print.
Jen is asking the question, if you edit it, does it update the post in real time since it is out there live already? As you can see, that's what we're seeing Dr. Fridge do. She's updating Rupesh's image because they're sharing it. If she had made a copy of it, then she would have her own thing and we wouldn't be able to see it. But we're seeing live that she's updating it.
But once you have downloaded it, that should be a good to go non-editable image.
Okay. Download. Okay.
Great. Well, are there any further questions? Raise your hand or put it in the chat for us.
I think Joe has a question, but he's not able to, we are not able to hear him. So
He's one of my, I don't know. All right. Well, Rupesh, thank you so much. If you were in Zoom the other day, you should remember down at the bottom, there's a react button. I would love to see everyone click on that react and give Rupesh a thumbs up or a heart or something. Tell him that you appreciate what he did. Oh, look at that. Good job,
everybody.
everybody. All right. Now, Rupesh showed us how to create an image. What should we do with that image? Got any ideas? No? Our silent crowd tonight. Well, we have David who's going to show us, for those of us who are using Free Toast Host, he's going to show us how to post an image on your website. David, take it away. And as before, if you have any questions, put them in the chat, and David will have you go till 7:50 or 7:55.
Okay. Just take his image real quick here. I'm gonna bring it over since that's the one he was working on. I'll save it too. Because I already had the image, the previous image, but now we did a new image, right? So we can do both. So for those that are out there, is there anyone, how should I know some of you are using the Free Toast Host. You may be administering stuff. Is there anyone that's in this crowd right now that isn't using or editing the Free Toast Host? Let me ask that way. No? Okay. All right. So Sunny and Jean, you are not editing currently. Do you plan
I
on?
will be. I will be like tonight, hopefully.
Oh, okay.
I
Okay.
need to change the picture on our website. So
Okay.
I'm going to practice tonight, make a Zoom photo of all of our new members, because the picture has been up there for like the last 6 years. That's sad. Those people aren't even here anymore. So
Right. Yeah. Okay. And Jean, are you planning on doing editing or just looking into it? Not sure. Okay. All right. I get it. Because it's always good in the clubs to have several people involved if you can, because in case something happens to the main person, there's a backup person that can go in and do things. So tonight, as these things are evolving, we were trying to think, well, what can we do? I mean, and then we came up with this idea. Well, yeah, we make an emblem, we make an announcement, and that's how we put this announcement in. But you can do so much more with those, especially with Canva now. I love Canva. I do encourage people to use that. But I know there's other programs out there. I mean, our VP of public relations is a graphic artist. So she uses professional programs to put stuff together. And that's fine. It works for her. So I'm going to share my screen. I can't do those professional programs. I'm not that talented. Let's see. So I'm going to do the share of application window, right? That's what we discussed. Let's see if this works.
Yes. We
Yes.
see. Yes.
And you see me. Let's see if I can see.
you.
I see me. Okay, yeah. I'm learning about Zoom as you guys are learning about Zoom too, believe me. All right. So this is one of the websites that I maintain. This is my Florida club, Real Talkers, Toastmasters host. And you'll look at it and you'll say, wow, look at all this stuff that's going on here. I mean, it is busy at times, but I try to change the color sometimes and change it up a little bit to make it fresh. Because the one thing I found as I go through different people's websites is they haven't been there in a while or a long time. And maybe because the person that used to do it is gone and nobody knows how to go in, or just they forget about it. I don't know. And to me, this is important. This is what people will look for if you directed them from TI's website or from your Facebook account or wherever you're having people come into. Meetup. I mean, it's nice to have a professional looking website, and it's not difficult. It really isn't. I'm learning all the time about new things. So you can see here the general layout is, you have the menu on the left and I have the logo. Now, interesting enough, and if somebody in this evening session can tell me this, see where it says the Toastmasters Club mission statement? That used to scroll. it doesn't scroll anymore. And I don't know why. I can't fix it. I've looked, and it's weird. When I go into editing mode, you're gonna see it scrolling. And it's like, well, how's that possible? So I don't know. So anyway, that used to scroll, so I've lost that capability. So someday I'll try to find it. So what I'm gonna do is you can just see I'm just scrolling through as to what information I have. It's kind of busy. Yes, I agree. Our officer's name, our logo stuff. So under upcoming events is where I'm going to insert this new logo that we have. I should, before I do this, is there anyone here that doesn't know how to log into their website? I'm going to ask that first, because if you can't log into it, you're not going to be able to do anything. You should have permission if you're not the admin. I mean, the admin can give you permission, you know, people can share that so you can go in, because it's important that you can get into this. So I'm already.
David,
Yeah.
if
Yes.
someone actually did put me in here, I don't need to log in as the site admin, right?
Yes, you will need to log in as site admin in order to edit your website.
Okay, I thought they gave me permission as
They
an
probably-
officer, but okay, I just texted them because I thought I would be automatically able to go to some area and do it without logging in as site admin, but
No.
okay, thank you.
Yeah, because that's a protection for the website that only certain people are allowed in there. So, yeah. I mean, it might be a matter of their site admin just sharing their information and you log in as them. I mean, however they want to do that. That's fine. So yeah, you definitely need to be logged in as site admin. And then there is a launch admin console, but to actually edit this front page, you don't have to have that. You can go up at the top corner and you'll see a little edit thing here. If you click on it, it says edit this content, and it allows you to edit just this page. And I'm going to make it bigger. So now you can see. Now see, in edit mode, the thing scrolls. Does that make sense to anybody? I don't get it. What? I think it's an HTML thing, and I don't know HTML that well, so again, if somebody knows the answer to that, I'd like to get the scroll effect back. What I actually found that is on somebody else's website, and I copied it and pasted it and brought it in, and it worked. So, but after a while now, it stopped. So, so I'm going to go down to where it says upcoming events, and we're going to plug in here. Now, this may be hard to see. I have a little cursor here. I'm going to try and make it bigger. It's hard to see. It might be, but that's where I want to insert the image I'm working with. I'm going to show you from the beginning to bring it in. So now I have the image. I'm going to, and bear with me because I can't see me doing what I'm doing. So I think I'm okay with this. So here's the image that Rupesh just made right here. I put it on the desktop. This says my screen sharing is paused. Is that true, Rikia?
You must have paused it. I didn't pause it.
We can still see you.
We can still see the screen.
And you can still see the screen, right?
Yeah, it's
That's
still,
right.
it might be because you got out of it or something.
Oh, okay.
We're seeing everything.
Okay, I just want to make sure you're seeing what I'm trying to show you. Okay. All right, so anyway, back to this. Sorry. Just bear with me here, sorry. I'm still learning this stuff too. All right, get back to here. All right. There's a bunch of little icon up here in this toolbar, and the one I'm going to is called image. And when you click on image, this screen pops up. Now, you can build up a repertoire of different images, obviously. and you'll see them under the server. So here's a bunch of images that I have saved over a number of years. And it keeps accumulating. The reason I'm showing you that is because this is where the image is going to be brought in. So there's a tab called Upload under the image properties. Choose File. And since I saved it on, normally I have my images in different files, but for simplicity's sake, I put it on the desktop. So I'm going to take the one that was made this evening and open it. It's now here. And then I'm going to send it to the server. And the reason we do that is because then it saves it into our server thing, which, sorry. Gotta get back to where browse server is. And we should see it probably at the bottom here, since that's the newest one. And here it is. So does that make sense? It's an actual file that's kept in your website of your images that you brought in. So I click on it, and I'm not going to worry about width, height, or anything at this moment, and just bring it in. Now I put it in the spot that I put it, had it clicked on. Now, if it's too big, obviously you can manipulate it by clicking on it. And I right click on it, image properties, and then width and height I can change. And I'm just going to put 400 just to show you the difference. How it reduces. Everybody see that all right? I'm trying to open up back to everybody participants if there's any questions, because I'm only seeing my screen at the time.
Can you repeat how you just did that? I can't see your image as large as I would like on my iPad.
Okay. So as far as changing the size of the image, okay. So I select the image and I right click on image properties, and then there's a width height. You can change it. If I want to make it even bigger, again, I can type 600 and it automatically just kind of squares it out. Click OK. And now it's bigger. That's basically the easiest way to do it. I mean, you can adjust it.
I want to make a comment here for everybody to be aware. Whenever you're dealing with image, if you pop up on that property which I saw, there's a thing called alternate text. And that is when you type in the described image, and the screen reader for the blind reads that to the person who is blind going to the site. So just in case you have some Toastmaster members who happen to be visually impaired using the screen reader, that field will take care of that.
Okay, cool. Nice feature. Thank you.
Is that for visually impaired? I'm understanding.
There is a software out in the market specifically for people who have visual impairment, and they read the screen out loud for the blind person or the visually impaired person, but they can't do that unless you fill out the alternate text field image. So if you see an image right now, you will see a professional image of a man who is a speaker in a red background. It's very elaborate detail, so that person can visualize in the head what that image look like. Yeah.
Oh, yes, that's great to know, because at least 5 members are visually impaired. So that's very important. Most of them are either blind or visually impaired, but they could use a screen reader. So I need to follow up on that. Thank you.
Oh, good. Find out what screen readers they're using, so that way we can make sure it's actually accommodating to that system. So, you know,
I'll find out at tomorrow morning's meeting at 7 a.m. Thanks.
Thank you, Jane, for that. That's cool. Yeah.
that's what happened when you're deaf. You're dealing with the disability group. I mean, I've been around the block.
So any questions on what I performed here so far? Mhm. Pretty basic, right? Pretty big. Now, what we have found, and I've been working sometimes with Joe, is you've had some previous people put in images and you're not sure how they did it, and then you try to go in and edit those images, and sometimes you just can't. It's because whatever format they may have used, again, and sometimes you may just have to end up either removing them or replacing them somehow with stuff that you can work with. Because like these different images I have here, it's it's been created by different people, and every once in a while we'll go in and we'll change it. Now, if I can keep stuff in Canva, which is nice sometimes, then I can actually go back in and edit myself. So that might be a practice that you might want to perform with your own website, is if you have a specific program that you stay with, then people can go back in and edit some of the stuff, and you make templates. Probably be a lot better future-wise to think about on that, rather than trying to reinvent it someday. But sometimes these older websites, you go in and it's like, who knows what they did and how they created this, and sometimes you just have to go in and start taking stuff out. And so that's a nice thing. It's usually you can do that fairly easily. You can move stuff around. I've added, now you see like there's what they call an iframe. There's actually videos been posted in here. Now, I wasn't going to get too in depth here about tonight. I was just kind of basic stuff, but that's some of the things we're interested in from you all that are participating. Let us know, oh, I'd like to know how to do this or this, that, and we know, okay, next month we're going to do that. We're going to work on that particular thing that you want to see how to do that. Because sometimes I have to research it too, because it's been a while since I've worked with all this stuff, but I try to stay up with it. And I go to other, like I said, I go to other people's websites and I'll steal from them, borrow from them. I mean, I always think it's this way. It's flattery. If somebody wants to use something of mine, I think I'm flattered that they do. But one thing I have not done yet, and this is important, save what you've just done. Yeah, I hadn't done that yet, and I was about ready to mess it up. So I saved that page, and I'm going to close it out. And now you'll see the revised page will now have the image. Now you don't have to put it on that page. You can put it on, obviously you'll have multiple pages. So if you go into your admin console, under select a module, website settings, custom web pages, this is now where all the different pages I have listed. But not only are they really considered pages, but they're links too, you'll see. And a lot of this is on my menu, all this stuff. That's a whole nother ballgame that we'll have to get into at some point about linking different things. But if that's something that somebody's interested in, needs work on, we can do that. And we'll talk about how to do the different links. And that can be fun too, because then you can link to other people. And that's what I try to do. I try to link to other people's websites, other information, because the more I link other places and make that connection, they see, oh, that's pretty neat. I like to go there. And then they go somewhere else. And it gets people interested in your website, gets people interested in your club. They're saying, this is an active club. They're actually doing stuff, and it's kind of up-to-date information. And so that's what I try to find when I do this. That's why you'll see different things over here on the left-hand side. And I have links to individuals who do stuff in Free Toast. Tech for Toastmasters is a big one. I always try to promote that one. As you'll see here, Tech for Toastmasters is a fellow Toastmaster who's been in for a number of years. He's amazing. I've looked at his videos and look and see how I can do stuff, and that's a good resource. So I try to tell people, if you need assistance, that's one of the places to go. Is Tech for Toastmasters. Explains it very simple. That's pretty cool. Any questions?
Yes, I'd like to visit your website. So what is the URL, please?
Okay, so for the main one here, let's see, take it going. It's 7306.Toastmasters Club. I'll put it in the chat here. Make it easier. I get to the chat. I guess do I have to stop sharing? No, I don't. Yeah. I'm still trying to figure out how to manipulate. It's like basic stuff for some people. Sometimes for me, it's not. But, so there's the link to that website. Yeah, if you see something interesting and say, "Oh, I'd like to do that," let us know. Definitely. So how'd I do time-wise? Pretty good.
Yeah. I also have one comment. Apparently, because I remember it from a few years ago, there is a way for the administrator to allow up to three officers, if I'm not mistaken, and they can assign them what they can do on the website. For instance, I am able to edit the website front page right now. So I went in as you were talking, and I didn't upload a picture yet, but I updated our president's name. And in a little while, I'll put in all our officers underneath, as I've seen on other sites. And then after I create my gallery in Canva, I'm going to try what you did and just substitute that picture. And I will be so happy that I got inspired tonight. So thank you.
Yeah, you're very welcome. Excellent.
Great. All right. Are any more questions for David or regarding Free Toast Toast?
I have one more comment. I'm sorry, but if you're embedding a YouTube video on the site, any site, we're not going to go in great detail here, but it's just a friendly reminder. If you're going to embed a YouTube video on your website, make sure you choose a video that has closed captions. I'm sorry, I have to mute the beast on that because there is way too many YouTube videos out there is not closed captions. So just be conscientious of that. So who knows? You may have somebody in your club like me. Yeah, just saying.
Well, Jane, even though I am not deaf, I like closed captioning because sometimes I don't know what they're saying. My kids think I'm hot stuff because I can name characters because I can read the names in the closed captioning. So it's good for all of us in some way.
And it's great for people who don't have English as their first language. It's on top of that. So yeah, come on, we're not the only one. You cheat. You got cheat. You're turning your closed caption. Be brave. Be real.
Okay, well, I guess at this point, I had plans to help you learn how to share screen in Zoom. Is there anyone in here that does everybody know how to do that? If you don't, raise your hand so I can make sure I can show you how to share screen or share sound. Sam, you're on mute.
I would suggest doing them by sharing sound because that's not done. That's not done all the time, but people would like to do it, but they never know how to do it. So definitely go through that one.
Okay, well, I'm going to ask you guys to have a little patience with me because my mouse does weird things. And so I might be looking here or looking there, but I'm going to work this because I want to show you how to do that. I will start with sharing sound. The first thing you want to do is open up whatever internet provider, or if you have like what is it, Apple Music or something like that. On my computer, I happen to have Spotify, but if you don't have Spotify, YouTube is full of music. You can go in there and just type party music mix, and it's going to work. I would like to have somebody else do this, but I'm going to show you how. First thing you would do is you would go down. Let me give you a demonstration here. Okay, can you see my desktop? You probably can see yourself and wondering what in the world is happening. It's because I'm sharing my screen. At the bottom down here, you see this lovely little green bar that says share. If you are wanting to share sound only, you can click on this little guy, go up to advanced, and click on computer audio. And then share. Now, what happens with that? First of all, you want to make sure all of your notifications are off, because if you have email dings, or my favorite one is your antivirus is expiring and it gives you a notice every 30 days, it's going to also ding into whatever sound you have going. Then once you have your sound, you have your, like I opened up YouTube. Let me show you that before I show sound. Close that. I want to show you how I just went to YouTube and typed in, typed in party music. Now, if I'm going to share screen, then you're going to see the video. If you just want music, no video, then you would use the advanced feature of the share. So I'm just showing you how I went to YouTube and put in party music, and we're going to hit this play. Actually, I don't think I hit share sound. Sorry. I need to do that. Oh, it's already ready. See, it knew I was going to do this anyway. Okay. Thank you, Jen, for coming. We'll see you next time. All right, so then all I have to do is click on the play here. Can you hear it? Now, one of the things that's a little complicated is people will say, I can hear it. Go to your sound on your device. Right here is where I can control it. Too loud. You can adjust it on your end as well, but this down here allows you to adjust that. And then, say for instance, you know the meeting is going to start, and you want to fade it out. Drag it down. And we are professional Zoom DJs. How about that? So that's how you adjust your sound here. There's other ways you can go into your computer sounds and adjust it, but I find this to be the quickest way to do that. And then if I really wanted you to see the video, I will full screen, and you can have that on hold. But if you don't want to see that, I'm going to stop my share and put this on pause because it's too loud in my room. And then I'm going to show you how you find, let's see. I'll share my screen and show you how to. You go down here. I don't know if it'll let me do this. You click on share. The advanced, someone asked how you have just to show just share sound. You see screens up here. You see documents over here. You see advanced. Advanced is where you will find computer audio, the bottom left. And when you click on that, it'll play whatever sound that you have going on your computer. If you are choosing to do a video, you're going to want to do screens, and then over here where options are, you're going to want to click on share sound there as well. Okay. And I'll get this off. Close this. Let's see, who's got a YouTube video or something? Who's willing to practice? I want to see somebody practice. Anybody got a YouTube up or some music that they can go to a browser and find me some music? You have something, Dr. Bridge?
I can find something and I'm interested in this. I used to teach Zoom, but I stopped the last couple of years. So this is interesting. The reason why you're showing us this is because I know there's a reason. It's almost like if you share it the regular way, if you mute yourself, I don't think you can still hear the
No,
sound.
you can still hear if you were
like
sharing.
regularly, but when you do it your way, when you mute yourself, you can still hear the sound, right?
Exactly. And you can have it in the background and you can still talk and
That's
yeah,
what I want
yes.
to be able to do.
Yes. And a lot of times, I mean, the thing about Zoom is the silence is brutal. When
Mhm.
it's quiet, is you're just, what do you do? So you put a little music on and turn it down a little bit, or you got a little intermission of body, what do they call them? Bio breaks. Turn some music on and get everybody moving. Sometimes people play games. You can play, name that tune or something along that lines just to occupy the time. So
Okay.
who's going to show me they know that I taught them something? Do I have
I
to
can
pick?
try it, but you have to stop sharing.
You're right. Let me stop the share. All right, Rick. Oh, Jane, you know what I mean. Okay. We hear it.
It's Dave
Good
Brubeck.
job. Good job.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Hey.
I want to try. I want to be like
All
Rick.
right. This is your opportunity to try.
Okay, but he found music first. He was ready, it sounds like. Wow.
I love it. You're using those reaction tools.
Yeah. Yeah, that was great. So I would like to be walked through it, and I'm a fast learner. So all I need to do is share my screen first, correct?
Well,
Obviously.
no.
Oh.
First, Rick's got to stop sharing sound. Do you have
A site or what?
something? Do you have YouTube up with some music?
Okay.
Get that in.
I'll be third. Go ahead, someone else. I'm gonna find my YouTube.
Darwin or Jen? or
Oh, okay.
Steve?
I see what happens. When I started sharing, it opened up another tab on the top of my Zoom screen and it says my computer sound.
Right. That's how you stop. That's a new.
Oh, okay, there's a little Xbox. Okay, I clicked the Xbox and I believe I stopped sharing.
You did. That is one of the update features of Zoom. How many of you have your own Zoom account? Good. You
Hey,
guys,
Rikia, can you hear me now?
I can hear you, Joe.
Well, how about that? Yeah. Do you want a YouTube video?
Do you want to try to share sound, or you wanted to try?
I have some videos that I made if you want to, but what do you just want sound?
If you would like to share, this is another thing, like I said, where I'm trying to teach you how to share. So, Joe, if you want to click on the share button, do you already have your video?
To YouTube?
Yeah, you have your video up and ready, or at least in the background.
All right, I'll work on it.
All right, Dr. Fridge, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen.
Are you just sharing sound? Or are you trying to show a video with your sound?
I would like to share some affirmation music. So in theory, I won't be sharing video.
Okay, so then that's why you would use the advanced
Okay, I'm
and
going to
computer
advanced.
sound.
Mm-hmm. Computer audio.
Yes.
And I can still click share sound, or I don't need to click share sound.
You wouldn't need to. I don't even think it allows you to.
All right, so here I go. I'm going to click share now. And
then play your music.
Play. and I'm gonna turn it down just a bit. Can you hear?
We can hear.
Woo-hoo, I'm a DJ. All right. Okay, let me come back. So I'm just talking a little bit. Welcome everybody to our Early Riser Toastmasters meeting.
Exactly.
I would not have voice, and I'll probably turn it down tomorrow. I'm gonna blow their minds a
It's
little.
7 o'clock.
Okay, thank you.
And you can, if you mute, we can still hear your music.
Oh, okay.
We can still hear it. Yes, we can still hear it.
All righty then. I always wanted to practice and didn't have it. And I'm turning it down just a little more just for practice. Hold on. Oopsie, that was too much.
Yes, it is good to hear from your audience. So if somebody's telling you it's too loud or too low.
Okay. Yeah, I might bring it up a little, but I'll practice it tomorrow because I'm going to be in a supportive environment. So
Exactly.
Yay, Jane, right. Thank you. All righty. Okay, let me stop that. That was fun.
Anybody else want to try? Joe, you have a video you want to show us?
Well, I just can't get to YouTube. That's my problem.
Do you know how to minimize your Zoom?
Well, apparently not.
If you hover your mouse down to the below, do you have your icons pop up? Just click on your Google or Edge or
No.
whatever browser you use.
It doesn't, but that's all right. Don't worry about it. I'll figure it out someday.
Well, Joe, you're in my club, so you know you can. I'm at your mercy whenever you need it. Sam, are you comfortable with sharing sound?
Sure, but Sunny will have to stop. Her sound is.
Oh yes, you've got
I
to.
can hear it. You hear it, people?
No, but it's still. If you were playing some, we would hear it still.
Right.
'Cause
Look
we can
up at the.
top of the screen.
Now, see, we heard that.
Yeah.
Up at the top, right on the top of your screen, it says Zoom Workplace, and then it says Meeting, and then it probably says Sunny Fridge's computer sound. We all know it's you.
Sound, yes. What's the deal?
So
about
hover your mouse up there, and you'll see an X or some dots, and you can stop sharing.
There you go. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, you didn't tell me about that.
That's new. That's new. That's new.
About to have me.
All learning.
Oh,
Yeah. That's a new
okay.
feature.
All right. Okay. That is excellent. Never knew that. Thank you so much. See, it's good to make mistakes. Okay.
The beauty of sharing the one of the updates that Zoom did now to where if you are sharing something like even a PowerPoint, if you'll have the side where it says meeting, that's the audience, that's the gallery, and then whatever you're sharing is that other tab. So where you can present and see your audience and then click back to see your PowerPoint, because chances are good you can't see it on your screen once you hit the share. So you can toggle back and forth and see it. And then you just pick which one of those top buttons up there, whether it's meeting or what you're sharing. That'll help.
Wow.
Sam, are you trying?
I guess I could. Oh, okay. All right. Let me try here. All right. Let me. I gotta get something here first.
Benjamin or Gary, or do you have any questions? Jen, Darwin, no questions? Well, then, if you would, while you're sitting there waiting for Sam, I would like for each one of you to put in the chat, what's one thing you learned tonight?
Can I ask David Klopfenstein something?
Sure.
Hey, when you pulled that picture in from Canva, did you just drag it over, or did you put it into the file manager? Is that where you put it?
From Canva, I downloaded it onto my desktop. Then I brought it in to the FreeToast host file when I did the upload.
And do you bring it in as a JPEG, or what do you bring it in as?
Yeah, that particular one I did, but it doesn't matter. I mean, you can bring in anything, a PDF, a PNG, videos. It all works the same for the most part. It's just whatever you want to bring in. It's just a matter of then like I used image, that would be for PNG, JPEG, those type of files.
Because the text that goes with that section in File Manager says it has to be either JPEG or text.
Okay. Yeah, so it depends on, that's why usually I'll use JPEG most time.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
I have
Ready,
a-
Sam? Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I have a Zoom related question, but it's not about what we just recently done. Is that all right?
Okay, that's totally fine. That's what we're here for.
So if I'm a timer during the meeting, I can use backgrounds and change my background to the green, yellow, red, etc. Is it better to do that with me in the image, or to use my phone and zoom in on my phone and just have the backgrounds only? So then it doesn't, so it would have two, like me signed in twice, but one showing me as I am right now and another with the timer background changes. Which
I
is
think
better?
no, if you're on a computer, one of the things I use, I don't like having my face in the middle of the green, yellow, red. So I think to take away from the distraction, I like to hide my face. If you're on a laptop like I am right now, I have a little thing on my camera where I can push, when I close it, you can't see me, but I can change my background.
Okay.
Now, I do know that some people have issues with green screens and all that, but like, see, I can change mine and you can't see me, but I'm still here.
Okay.
But if I uncover my camera, then I'm here.
Okay.
So that's one trick, and you can try it while we're on Zoom just to see, because I have told a few people to this trick, but they have a green screen issue or something, or their computer's really old or something, and it makes it hard.
Okay. Now I noticed that you had like a standard, it says Toastmasters up in the corner and all that. And I have one of those for the blue, like I normally have the blue background behind me, but then my red, green, yellow are just ones I pulled off of Google to get the solid colors. So is there like a template basically for those out there? And
There
where-
is, and I'm happy to share mine with you.
Okay, that would be awesome.
My mouse is driving me nuts because it's not working over here. So I
And
will.
there are all kinds of templates. Like David's showing another one that I've seen that I have used. There are various templates you can use. Just
But
Oh,
it's still always a good idea to hide yourself.
yeah.
I do not like this background. My mouse is not working. All right.
Yeah, I found the same way. The different backgrounds like that, I've actually combined them. I had the green background with the signal. And so, yeah, you'll see different things out there, and you just download them, bring them in, and then use them. Yeah, there's a lot of nice stuff out there.
Thank you, Rick. He added the Toastmaster website where there are some out there for you out there.
okay.
So, are there any other Zoom questions? I must say, I have a lot of experience in it, so there's a lot of things that I know from learning or failing. When I've learned something.
Gary had a question in the chat about the session being available for viewing later.
I am recording the session. If you remember to put it in the survey that you would like the recording, I will happily send it to you. I think I said that the last time, but man, I had a wedding to go to, or my son got married and life got crazy, and I don't remember who said they wanted it. So they are being recorded, and I'm happy to share. Are there any other questions? Is everybody familiar with the Zoom screen? How many, because we have a few minutes, we can play. How many of you have used the multi-speaker view? There's several different views. If you click on the view at the upper right-hand corner of your Zoom screen, you'll see that there's different views. Speaker allows for you to see only the person that is speaking. Gallery shows everybody. And if there's more than however many number you set on your screen, there's arrows on each side that you can swipe or click on and see everybody else. There is a multi-speaker, which is a new feature of Zoom. And I kind of like it because it puts, well, it's not going to put me on there. It puts the person that's speaking up in the top, and then it has down at the bottom, your gallery down at the bottom. And you can adjust it, make it higher or lower to where you can see more or less of the speaker.
So
I
if
did not
somebody,
know that. Okay, all right.
so
I-
if somebody else from the down below becomes a speaker, does he or she come up to the top then?
Yep. And a lot of times, like right now, I see Sunny and Joe on my screen because Sunny said something and then you said something. So it moves around, but it gives some time for that person to be quiet before they drop out.
So you don't see yourself though.
I don't see myself.
I see, because I don't see myself, and I was wondering.
Right.
I don't want to see myself. but-
Exactly. I'm like, I don't, people spotlight me like, don't do that.
Rick here, I do have a question about the spot, and I got in trouble my home club on this. It's one of my senior members. I was the one who was trying to control we usually have co-hosts, just in case something happens. I happen to be the one in control of the video, and I was trying to spotlight the speaker and then also the timer. So the speaker, so we could see both the speaker and the timer. When we got like for 5-7 minute speech, I spotlighted the timer at the 5-minute mark on forward with the speaker. And I got chewed out by my members because some people don't like the spotlighting. Even I mean, in terms of, it's not the audience members, and you're nodding your head too.
I used to, especially for contests and things.
Yes, that's why
I was always doing that, but I've stopped doing that. And there is now that you can, I didn't know this, but you can, I'm going to spotlight you, Sam, just for grins. And if you want, I want you to, we're spotlighting you, spotlight you. Now, I do believe, don't you have an option to turn spotlight off? Or does it say remove spotlight or anything on your screen?
Yeah, yes.
So
Sure.
you can do that now and you won't see yourself, but you're still going to be spotlighted because as the host, I made you spotlight. So you might tell your members that, but I generally, I stop spotlighting people because they just don't like it. Unless we have to. I didn't, and if I'm recording, I like to have it spotlighted because what happens is if someone comes unmuted, they interrupt the screen.
I will make a comment about that because my home club is 100% virtual. So we always tell the members on the club, if you want to watch the timer during your speech, spotlight the timer while you're doing your speech. So they won't be
Spotlight and pin.
they won't be distracted. Yeah.
The only thing about that is only the host can do the spotlighting. What happens on your end, it's called pinning. So you can pin who you want. But if the host, if the host is spotlighting, you can't pin. It won't let you do that.
Right. Well, I stand correctly. It's pinning. So you're pinning that person on screen. So you pay attention to that person opposed to being distracted with all the other stuff while you're doing your speech. And so that's how our club do it. So yeah, I stand corrected on that one. Yeah.
The other thing that a lot of the virtual clubs that I have been in, what we do is we ask the timer to raise their hand, because when that happens, the timer the Zoom box goes to the upper left and stays there. So that's an option too.
Hey, Ricky, I'm going to jump off at the stage, but thanks to everybody who, I'm sorry, my audio got messed up at most of, so I couldn't really speak, but anyway, thank you. So thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you, Joe. There's a survey at the end. Please complete it.
Okay.
Okay, Benjamin, Jeanette, Gary, you guys have been awful quiet. Do you have any questions or want to know anything? Want to try anything? I'm willing to allow you guys to be co-hosts. You can play and see what powers you have. Go ahead,
I'm having problems with my Zoom on pictures.
Dr. What's that, Gary?
I'm having problems with my Zoom on pictures. Somehow I get, instead of my picture, I get colors or something on there. On pictures, I get a certain color and I can't get my own picture on there.
You can't get your own picture?
Yeah.
Are you talking about a background or your camera?
Camera.
So is your camera on now?
Yeah. I have a friend comes over and helps me with this. So
Okay.
I need to go to the library and get a book maybe just to find
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, right now it's showing that your camera is off.
Okay, I have to learn how to do this. I got my Facebook page on it.
Yeah, right now your camera is off right now.
Okay.
All right, Jen, look at you. Now what happens if you there? Yes, so it works for you. There you go. Good job.
Yep, that's working.
Does anybody have any other questions? I'm gonna try some. Go ahead, Dr. Fridge.
I had two questions. I haven't really found the answer out. Who controls what we as the audience see? Is it the host, or does it just mean if you're on speaker view, it's going to be determined by speaker view? If you're in gallery view, then it's going to be determined by gallery view.
That's a very good question. And one of the things that one of the reasons why I like to talk about Zoom is you are in control at all times of what you see. Okay. So even if I spotlight somebody and I say, hey, I want to bring Sam to the front, you can change it by clicking on gallery and take Sam off and see everybody. You can do that during the meeting. It's not going to affect anything that I'm doing.
Okay.
So as the host, I have control over who I want to come forward. I can mute you and turn off your camera. I can kick you out of the meeting. But for the most part, I can't control what you see on your side.
Okay. I now understand that. And then the other thing is, have you all played with group photo app? Only the host can really do it, but it makes our pictures look much better.
I have played with it.
Okay.
I've also, mine's not, I also have on mine, unless I have it activated. I also have where you can do the screenshot. I don't see it on here. Interesting. Where you can highlight portions of the screen and save that too. I don't see it activated on this
Oh, it's
screen.
activated on mine in the chat.
Is it? I don't
Go to the chat and look at those little icons at the bottom and the plus little square.
Yeah, I don't see it on my
Oh.
side for some reason.
Anybody else see it down at the bottom next to emoji?
Screenshot.
Yeah.
There's a screenshot
There it is.
on in the chat. Yes.
It's on my assistant to my right, but it's not on mine for some reason, which I don't know. But yes, that is another way of doing it too.
Yeah. Okay.
But
I heard there's one other thing coming out, maybe yesterday or something about a speaker, and I haven't figured out the other word that comes before that word, but there's some type of blank speaker that is now available, and it changes the way I think that you appear on screen. I just heard about it yesterday, so next time I see you, I'll tell you what I was trying.
Right.
And it must be the latest Zoom software. Hello,
How's that?
teacher.
I like to play it. I don't get time to play. I don't get very many people that want to play. The other thing Zoom is allowing you to do now too is you can change. Let me see if you click on view, do any of you see set meeting wallpaper? I know the host and co-host do. No?
Change theme,
Okay.
classic.
Okay, change theme.
That's what I.
But it's not, there you go. Somebody changed it. David, okay, so maybe that's only a host.
Yeah, David changing stuff.
Yeah, you can change themes of your meeting as the host
Ah,
or co-host. How many of you guys have ever been a co-host or host? All of you? All right, good. Okay. Well, I think it's important that you know what all control you have, and I'm happy to allow us to play and make you guys co-hosts so you can try different things as we go along. Jane, what are you up to? You got something on your mind? All right. Well, if there's nothing else for today, I can let you guys go home. Haha, leave your laptop or whatever and go fix yourself dinner. Our next meeting will be October the 17th at 7. And seriously, you guys have a way to get a hold of me. I will put my information in the chat. I would love for you to be the ones to help us know what it is we would like
Well,
to share.
the one thing, again, that's gonna be the last meeting before the 100th. If there's anything that's related to the 100th anniversary celebration, I would share at that meeting. Because the following week is the actual 100th anniversary, and some clubs may be actually doing some things that week.
That is the day of. Well, maybe we can have some fun. We'll play some trivia or something. How's that?
But it's gonna be before the 100th anniversary. Some saying we had some stuff that last minute things that can be used, or things that have happened that's available that people could use. That I would use it. That'd be an opportunity for that.
Yeah.
So
I meant to tell you guys earlier, I'm involved with another opportunity for you to practice Canva if you would like. I'm going to put the invite in the chat. It is this Saturday it starts at 4:00 Eastern time. It's in California, but it's District 1.
Oh.
And I'm a part of it. That's where I've learned a lot, but it's really neat because what happens is the program quality director of District 1 she's been teaching it for a couple years now. This is season 3. And she allows us to separate for those who are new at Canva, those who are experienced at Canva. She shows us all the new things you can do in Canva. And it's just a fun way to learn some more things. So feel free to click on that link and register. And I'll be looking for some of my D11 folks out there, but it is a lot of fun. Shantae comes with a lot of energy and she's just very helpful. So I'm just sharing some good stuff.
Where is District 11?
This is District 11 where I'm at. Where are you?
I am in Mississippi, but District 43 covers Mississippi, Tennessee, and Arkansas.
So how did you find out about this?
I don't even know how I got invited. Maybe through PRM, WhatsApp, maybe.
Okay, that could be.
Yeah, I'm so glad I saw this. Fun.
Well, District 11 covers Indiana and parts of Kentucky.
Okay.
Jane is in Colorado, but she's also a part of District 11.
I saw her the other night on the CGD.
CGD.
Yeah, the meeting with the PRMs and CGD. She was talkative.
Not Jane. Jane doesn't ever say a word.
Good stuff.
Well, I want to personally thank each and every one of you here. I'll stay here if you have any other questions for a hot second or two, but I put my information in the chat. Feel free to call. You want to practice something, you want to learn something. I love playing in Zoom and I love trying to learn new things about it. So I'm here to help you as best I can. Thank you, Rupesh. Thank you, David. You guys are awesome. High fives to you. Appreciate you. And oh, no, I'm not gonna put any music on. Sometimes people put traveling music on, and it's like you find out people want to stay and hear the song. Thank you, Benjamin. Thank you, Jen.
Have a great night, guys.
You too.
I'm signing
Bye-bye.
off. See you out.
Stop.